Breakups almost always hurt. Even if the relationship had been coming to an end for a long time. The final goodbye can still feel like a loss. The loss of a familiar part of life. The messages disappear. The meetups. The conversations. The plans. The feeling of closeness. For the brain, this is not just an unpleasant event. It is a real loss of an emotional bond. It often seems like women go through breakups more intensely, while men handle them more easily. But in reality, it is more complicated than that. Research shows that men and women often experience breakups differently. But that does not mean one suffers less than the other. The pain is simply expressed in different ways. Women are more likely to talk openly about their feelings. They may cry, talk things through with their friends, and analyze what went wrong. This is not only about personality, but also about upbringing. From childhood, girls are often allowed to express emotions, ask for support, and talk about personal things. Men, on the other hand, are often taught to be strong, to stay composed, and not to show weakness. Phrases like, "men don't cry," create a habit of hiding pain. After a breakup, a man may appear calm, cold, or even indifferent. But that does not always mean he does not care. Sometimes silence is simply a way to protect himself. Women often begin emotionally processing relationship problems even before the actual breakup. If the relationship had been getting worse for a long time, they may have already thought about it many times, cried, doubted themselves, and tried to fix things. So after the breakup, part of the pain has already been lived through. For men, the awareness of loss sometimes comes later. At first, he may try to distract himself by throwing himself into work, sports, parties, or meeting new people. From the outside, it may look like he quickly forgot everything. But after some time, emptiness can set in, along with sadness, and the realization that the person he was close to is no longer there. There is another important factor: support. Women are more likely to have a habit of sharing their emotions. For many men, their partner was the main person they had emotional closeness with. After a breakup, he loses not only the relationship, but also the person he could truly open up to. That is why women's pain is often visible right away, while men's pain may be quieter and hidden much deeper. A woman may process a breakup through conversations and tears. A man may process it through silence, irritability, avoidance, or attempts to prove that he is doing fine. Of course, this is not a rule for everyone. There are men who openly talk about their pain, and women who shut down emotionally. How someone experiences a breakup depends on their personality, their childhood experiences, their self-esteem, the reason for the breakup, and whether they have support around them. The main thing is not to compare who suffers more. Breakups hurt both men and women. Society simply teaches us to deal with emotions in different ways. Getting over a breakup does not mean quickly forgetting the person. It means gradually rebuilding your life, your sleep, your peace of mind, your interests, your friendships, your plans, and the feeling that the future is still possible. The most important question is not who suffers more. It is who is able to face their pain more honestly, and treat it with more care.